Hey, I'm Alex on Marc's Mobility. In this video, we're going to go over a Quickie Q300 M Mini. Now, this is a 300-pound weight capacity chair that is going to go somewhere in that 6 to 6.5 total miles an hour overall speed. And this unit is going to have up to a 17-mile drive range with new batteries in the chair. Reason why I say that is sometimes people have older batteries, might not get that full range. So if you do purchase new batteries with this chair, you can expect up to a 17-mile drive range, depending on the way you drive and the type of terrain that you are driving this in. Once again, 300-pound capacity, and it is going to have a 12-inch seat lift, electric tilt, and electric legs. So there's not going to be electric recline on this unit. So just want to notate that right away. But the Mini is going to be a little bit smaller of a footprint of a chair with still having that 300-pound weight capacity. It is a mid-wheel drive chair, so it is going to turn in a small turning radius with your 14-inch drive wheels in the middle and about your 6-inch caster wheels in the front and the back. First thing I want to show you is going to be the seat lift on this unit. Now, you are still able to drive the chair with the seat elevated, and I'll show you at the end of this video when I drive it outside what the overall top end speed is going to be with the seat elevated. Now, the seat to pan when it's all the way down is about 17.25 to 17.5 inches from the top of the pan to the ground. So that's going to put the top of your seat, depending on what cushion you put on there, anywhere from a 2 to 4 inch cushion. So you're going to sit somewhere between 19 to 21 inches, just depending on what the overall height of your cushion is. When you're all the way up, you're about 29.5 inches off the ground, from the top of the pan to the ground. But once again, like I said, it still does move while you have the chair elevated. Now, this chair does have built-in tie-down points, 2 in the front and 2 in the back. So if you are using public transportation or you have your own type of straps, you want to strap it down, those are built in right there into the frame. Now I'm going to go ahead and bring this seat back down, and then I'm going to show you the electric tilt once it's all the way down. So the next and probably most important feature on a power chair is going to be your electric tilt. So electric tilt is when the back and bottom go back together. What this does is takes pressure off the lower half of your body and applies that to your back. So it helps increase the circulation throughout the lower half. It helps with positioning. Multiple different things. So if people have pressure sores, obviously getting that circulation to the lower half of their body is very important to do. So this is what you're going to look like with the unit tilted back as well. And now while you're tilted back, you're also able to elevate your feet. So you can elevate your feet obviously when you're in a standard position, but if you're in a tilted position and you elevate your feet, you can see how you can kind of get your feet above your heart, which is also needed for some individuals out there with certain diagnoses. So this is going to be what you would look like if the feet were elevated and you were in that tilted position. So right about here. And obviously when you lift the legs up, they do still extend out a little bit as well, because that's typically in a position when you go to lay back or you're in a tilted position and you go to lift your feet up. Sometimes your knees are not fully extended. So you can see there how those legs actually do extend out a few inches as well. And then these would be preset to when we ship this chair to you to the length of your leg. But just want to mention you do have a little bit of adjustment on the overall leg length once you get all the way to that elevated leg position. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the legs back in and the tilt. Actually, I am not able to do 2 at one time. Some other chairs, when they have this switch box behind, you're able to do the 2 different positions at one time. This I'm not able to, so I'm going to bring my legs mostly back in, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring the tilt back down. This particular unit does have a swing away joystick, so you are able to swing the joystick away to the side to pull it closer to an object, or not have the joystick at the end of the arm if you kind of need to push off the armrest to get in or out of the unit. But do notate you still do have your switch box right here behind on the right hand side, but we are able to put this on the left hand side if that is something that you need as well. This particular unit only has 1 mile of total drive distance on it, so whoever got it was not able to use this unit. So it has almost next to no usage on this chair, but we are still selling this as a used power chair. Bring the legs back a little bit more, and then I'm going to go over the overall seat size on this unit to see if this is going to accommodate the person purchasing this chair. So what we have on this chair, the current seat cushion is about 18 inches in width by about 18 inches in depth. Now this does come with leg laterals. These are able to be positioned in different positions, but what this does is that kind of helps keep your legs from swinging out, which then can cause your foot to fall, to be pulled off of the foot plate. And this also has chest laterals as well. Once again, they are adjustable or they can be removed. You do have a little tab on the side, so you are able to swing them out of the way, but that helps people that don't have a lot of trunk control. Then you are able to then kind of hold yourself more upright. Same with the headrest, many different pivot points on here to fine tune this to your overall size based on the height and the depth and the tilt angle of the headrest. Now, armrests on both sides do flip up so that you're able to access the chair on either side. Once again, a joystick, like I said, can go on either side depending on how your drive preference is. 2 individual foot plates. They both can flip up at the same time, obviously, if you grab both, or they can flip up individually. Then you're going to have a couple calf pad supports back here as well. And I believe these have a little bit of adjustment as well on the calf pads themselves. It's going to come with a seat belt. And then looks like on this chair as well, there is a chest strap as well. So this individual needed to kind of be more held upright in the chair when this was purchased. So you're going to have a chest strap, lateral leg supports, and your chest guards as well for stability. But once again, we can take any of that off if you want to just buy the chair without those. We are able to accommodate that before we ship it. So now if you would, go ahead and follow me outside. I'm going to do a little driving demonstration on this chair, and I'm going to check the overall top end speed when the seat is down and while it's elevated. All right, so here I am in that Quickie Q300 Mini. Top end speed, it's looking like I'm getting about 6 miles an hour overall speed. Sometimes they have restrictions on these when the legs are not all the way out. Let me bring the legs out a little bit more in front of me and see if that increases the speed at all. Just want to get a true recommendation on what that overall speed is. Yeah, about 6 miles an hour is probably about the top end speed. And I also mentioned to you as well, it is going to have that 12-inch seat lift on it as well. So I want to go ahead and elevate the seat and start driving just to see what it reduces the speed down to. Yeah, about 3 miles an hour overall top end speed. Obviously my seat's not all the way up, but once you begin to elevate the seat, it already kicks in that restriction on the speed. But you can see here, it is a small chair. This is gonna have a small turning radius as well. My legs are kicked out right now, but you are able to bring those legs back in to get that turning radius a lot tighter. And to kind of give you a reference, I'm 6 foot tall, about 210 pounds sitting in this chair, just so you can kind of see what I look like sitting in it with these chest guards. So if you are looking for a chair that is narrow, overall width is under, I guess with your ICS box, 24.5 inches is what you would need to clear any type of door frames. So if you want a really nice chair that is quick, that is narrow, and is a smaller footprint of a chair with those 3 electrical seat functions, I'd go ahead and take a look at this unit here.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.